8? It's 8. Clearly, we couldn't decide what to make tonight. Why is the camera looking? Oh, I usually want to see all this stuff. Clearly, we couldn't.
Would the camera be looking?
Well, we're both like, you're leaning this way.
Oh, well, here, let me fix that.
Oh, no, it's totally fine.
I can fix that.
You want to see our array?
Hello, world. Look,
Confused.
I've been
about-
experimenting with tonight's cocktail, so it's been. How are you? How are you, honey?
Oh, me?
Yeah. You all right?
I think I'm just in a state of perplexed shock.
Welcome to our home. It's Alton Elizabeth Quarantine Kitchen. Episode. Have we hit 30 yet?
No, I don't think so.
We've got to be at least like 28 or something, right? Because we've done this every weekend except 2 since like March. I don't know.
We're
Anyway,
pushing 30. We have a 30th anniversary show.
we did our 30th. That looks like it's coming directly out of my head, so I'm going to move that. So hi, guys. Thanks for joining us at home. It's really, nothing really happened this week.
No,
Though
kind of dull.
we do have to acknowledge, because of Friends,
Passing.
the passing of Eddie Van Halen. Valerie Bertinelli is a friend. I've had a lot of opportunities to hang out with Wolfgang, who's a fine young man. Met Edward a few times, a gentleman, and clearly a legendary musician whose impact is, well, to modern rock and roll is probably
Yeah,
you can't-
I mean, it's pretty
no
obvious.
one has been more influential.
By Twitter. Just
So I'm not going to be
All
like,
Instagrams,
oh, you know,
all
Eddie and I were
social.
tight. Met him twice, but I know Valerie and her family are friends. So condolences, and we will continue to run with the devil every opportunity.
were you hot for teacher?
I was not hot for teacher. I was more. Panama was a song that I enjoyed very much.
Did you?
And everything off of Van Halen 1. I was not a voracious consumer of Van Halen, and I was not hot for teacher in any way, fashion, or form.
I didn't
just
ever
wasn't.
hear of them until my freshman year in college of Andy was 1984, and somebody had
There you are.
Jamie's crying.
Yeah.
No, oh, oh, Jamie's crying. Anyway,
And
And
we
I was
all
like, oh,
remember
what's that?
buying Pepsi because of Jump. Just remember Pepsi used that song for a
no,
while.
I had forgotten that. Yeah, and I know a lot of people thought it was Song Week. I could do like a couple of solo renditions of a couple of songs because he finished shooting last week, and so it was you finished shooting, but there's still post-production, all this other stuff. So,
Are you saying that that's why we're not doing a Van Halen cover tonight?
well, definitely not that.
We could totally.
No, for their face.
We're gonna do a very slow rendition of "Running with the Devil."
Use your teeth.
No, I'm uncomfortable with that. Anyway,
understand that.
a major technician and a major. You win some, you lose some. God, you know, only 65. I know so many people older than 65 that I could do without.
8 years older than 65.
I've
Let's just
not
start
specified.
there.
I'm not going to specify anything. I got in a lot of trouble for things I said last week.
And you had to take down the
I
video.
had to take down the video and edit and put back up.
And it wasn't a PG-13
because
by any stretch of
I
imagination.
called someone, a popular radio commentator, called him something.
Anyway,
So I had to take that down. Anyway, so we're just getting by. We're like, you don't like the orange.
No, I don't
So
like
it's-
the orange.
So we're just getting by like you guys, and all kinds of just crazy shit has gone down, and I don't know that we can address any of those things in a way that's going to make more sense for anybody. So why don't we just not?
it's just not.
Let's just not.
Tomorrow night's going to be a vice presidential debate. Unless there isn't one.
The bar has been so set for shit show that I don't know that anything
The entertainment value.
short of tasing would surprise me, and I'm not even sure of that. So I'm just not going to go there. I'm not going to watch. Yes, I am. Yes, I'll watch.
You didn't
I was
watch
not
the other
able.
one.
I was not able to watch. I was not able to watch last week. I paced nervously for half an hour, and then I simply
Blew up.
No, I told you, I said, I can't do
No,
this.
you
This
faced
is
nervously,
so
and then you like blew up.
embarrassing that grown people that could represent us to the world are acting like this. And I mean that from both sides.
You shut up, man.
I don't know that's something you say to a president.
I
No matter what.
didn't. I'm
No
just
matter
saying.
what, I don't think you say that to a president. But by the same token, I don't know that I wouldn't have just walked over there and just punched him. I don't know. I don't. And
Also frowned upon for sitting presidents is
also deeply frowned upon. And the Secret Service doesn't like it one damn bit.
no. There. That's where the tasing would have come in, probably.
Probably it would have been me being tased.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just so tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. You guys are probably tired of it. I'm ready to get the United back into the United States. I'm playing with the idea of running for Senate in Georgia. Only apparently you can only do that if you have shitloads of money and
Long hair.
and oh my God,
Well, that's not running. That was just being appointed.
I don't have the money to
I'm more likely
represent
to be.
anybody in anything, I guess. Anyway,
Interesting.
hey,
times.
let,
Did you
let's
decide
check
on
in.
what drink we're gonna do?
Yes, but first we're gonna check in. We've got Francis Luther with us, alive and well. And some of you may have been watching Scabigail Van Buren's Instagram and know that we had a little run-in, a little incident last week with Scabigail here. So we got to our lake place last weekend, and I gave Scabigail half of a grape. Well, it turns out you're not supposed to give dogs grapes.
I was like, no.
It turns
what are
out
you doing?
they're really toxic. So we got in the car and drove
Back.
all the way back to go to the emergency veterinary clinic in Marietta. And it turns out she's fine. Although she does have a bit of a UTI. So I feel like I get my money's worth. And UTIs is, not fun. Not fun. So, but anyway, she is still with us.
There she is.
Scabs in her place on
Perturbed. there.
we started working on a song to honor her blanket.
We did.
We haven't got it worked out yet though, but we're anyway. I don't want to give it away because no, they don't want to do that. So anyway, I told
so
you
do
guys
you
on Twitter
decide
that
what
I
we're
would start.
drinking?
Yes, that I would start drinking at 7.
I joined you.
So sherry, specifically Pedro Jimenez sherry. This is probably the sweetest of the sherries and is considered strictly to be dessert stuff. Of course, this is an actual grape variety, Pedro Jimenez. They're left to basically turn into raisins, and then they are fortified as sherries are. This is sweet stuff, typically served slightly chilled as a dessert wine. However, it also has an interesting role to play in cocktails. And I made one with rye, and Elizabeth didn't like it worth a damn. And also did point out that me and brown liquor these days, well, if any of you seen that new, Lovebird, what's the John Brown thing? We were watching it last night with Ethan Hawke. I look less crazy. No, I looked more crazy. When I drink brown liquor sometimes, I look crazier than Ethan Hawke does playing John Brown.
Yeah. Which
Lovebird?
love something like that. I have to look that up now.
Anyway, y'all should have a live debate watch party. No, I don't think they're
No,
going to do that.
no.
And Scabs, don't say poor Scabs. She wasn't scared for a minute. It was me that was scared because I'm the one that fed her half a grape.
She did. She did vomit once or twice.
She vomited a couple of times. We don't
But
know what.
she's-
Somebody
I'm
said
looking
what
at the John
watch.
Brown.
Well, it's interesting that you would mention that. We'll talk about that later, perhaps.
Yes.
The Good Lord Bird, yes, the Good Lord Bird,
That's
which
it.
was
Thank
a
you.
magnificent
Look that up.
performance. But he looks sane compared to me sometimes on brown liquor. And the more upset that I
He had the
get or
crazy
stressed that I
hair.
get.
Yeah, last week wasn't
So
good.
this is about hair now, is it? I can grow hair all I want. By the way, I cut it extra short so that I have kind of a Colonel Kurtz kind of crazy look.
You're feeling that
I
way.
like not having hair.
I understand.
I can grow hair. I could just stand here and grow hair. Don't.
Sandpapery.
But I choose not to.
I understand.
And my wife likes to point out that I can grow hair faster on my back than I can my head. I'm 58.
Well, this is a nice. I have some refinishing to be done around the house.
Are you going to use me to get some scratches out of some furniture? Hey, how about we make this cocktail? Because nobody wants to watch you rub my head and me eventually purr. So clearly, a lot of liquor is moved around from gin
Why do we
to
have
vodka.
2 partial bottles of Campari?
Because I was afraid that this one would go. What I want to know is how did 2 bottles of Campari get to this show? Not brought to you by Campari, as I said on Twitter. We're not.
Although it is alcohol.
We're sponsored by alcohol.
And it does.
Or
fall
do
into the
we
category.
sponsor alcohol? And gooey oil, which I don't even know what this shit is. What is it? We just made it up as a joke.
Wonderful.
No, it
we
isn't,
didn't
because it
make it up.
smells. It stinks bad.
You don't like the smell?
I don't much like the smell of gooey oil.
What are you saying? It's.
So I don't know how we ended up with 2 bottles of Campari like this, but this is what we're gonna do. And I served the last one on the rocks, but I think it needs to be up. I just do. So I'm gonna get a couple of glasses, a couple of cocktail glasses. We're gonna have this as cocktails.
While we're talking about,
we don't know what to talk about because we're not going to talk about politics. So
Piccolo Cookie Company.
Look at this.
Look at if anyone's seen.
Wait.
I don't even know where you are. Piccolo, Piccolo, like the little flute, made this
that's
cookie. Look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And knowing how much I like Post-it notes, they also made this. Now, hopefully that says Quarantine Kitchen right side up to you guys. It's backwards to us because of,
But look at this. You can see like the dimensionality of scabs. So if you guys are watching, these guys are fabulous. But I don't know where you are. But it's Piccolo _cookie _ that's on Instagram. If you want really beautiful cookies made, also there's a company here in Atlanta that does. But anyway, and these were yummy. And this was shortbread. So good.
we're not and we appreciate those being sent to us, and the artistry is pretty gosh darn amazing. I do want to say, for those of you, we're not here to sell anything, but as a public service, I just want to say that Elizabeth and I will be doing 6 more appearances on the Food Network app. And we'll be doing them live. So it'll be a lot like more Quarantine Kitchen, but with no cussing, because we don't cuss on Food Network. But we'll be cooking up something fun tomorrow night, and then Thursday night.
Yes.
The House That Dripped Chocolate. My finest achievement is that show. Is our Halloween special. It's 1 hour special on Food Network. It will be available, by the way, on the Food Network Go app for those of you that are plugged in but cableless at the same time. You will be able to watch that show. Yes, it will come on basically at the same time. It'll be released on Food Network Go at the same time. 9.
It's a little scary.
It's not 100%. It's not G. It's PG. There's some scares. I wanted to make a horror movie. I wanted to make a horror movie most of my life, and I made a horror movie with cooking, and I'm very proud of it and very proud of my crew for making it possible.
It's gorgeous. And anyway,
it's mostly in black and white. Beautiful, sumptuous black and white.
Yeah.
Scotch. We're going to use Johnny Walker Black tonight, and I'm going to go this much.
I do have one other thank you super quick. So we just showed scabs on Puff. Someone, we don't know who, sent scabs a fabulous puffy actual dog bed, but she loves it so much at the office, and she spends all day at the office on it, so I didn't bring it home because we left it there. She actually spends more time in bed at the office during the day. Anyway, that's why, but thank you, and Scabs thanks you.
Campari. This is going to be completely full.
So Scotch, Campari.
2 parts Scotch to 1 part Campari to 1 part of the Pedro Jimenez. You have to take that off.
So Pedro Jimenez is actually a grape?
It is a grape. So we're basically making a Scotch Negroni, except we're not using sweet vermouth. We're using the sherry. And I would love to say that I invented this. I didn't. I invented a variation. I mean, I just changed it up. But there is something called a Spanish Negroni, although why a Spanish Negroni would use Scotch? Although
Doesn't
some
make any
scotch
sense.
is aged in cherry barrels. Is that right?
Still Scotch
Yes.
seems strange, but what would the other toast be?
I don't know. Well, we're gonna drink this.
Okay.
I've only had one.
Well, maybe it's an Americanized version of.
My strainer.
You use your strainer.
You know I'm
to
gonna spill this,
Pour it
right?
all over the counter.
I'm gonna pour it all over the counter because I always do.
So the reason we're doing Spanish drinks tonight is because.
Shit.
See,
Shit.
I should have gotten you a strainer for our
You
anniversary.
know, you should have gotten me a bib. Son of a...
I will not try to hire you out as a bartender. Well, unless I get you a different strainer. What do you think the problem is? Is it the shape of that
No,
one?
it's me. Now, what would you like to garnish this with? It's supposed to be traditionally a piece of pear.
Piece of pear.
A piece of pear. We don't have any pears.
Well,
we
what happened to
we
the-
have orange and we have lemon.
What happened to the
You want one of those cherries? You want one of those maraschino cherries? One of the real ones? I had some Luxardos, but I can't find them anymore. So they're up top next to the asparagus. Don't put the pickled asparagus. We are, of course, as always, listening to Arctic Outpost Radio, for which we have no legal rights. No legal rights. And we're doing it anyway because we're fucking renegade. No. Here. We'll use the cocktail spoon, my darling.
Okay.
Do you want to tie that stem into a knot with
I
your
don't know
tongue?
how to do that. That's a skill set I do not possess.
You don't need it. You have many others.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. So 2-part scotch. And blended scotch would be best for this. 1 part Campari and 1 part Pedro Jimenez sherry. Cheers. To Eddie.
To Eddie. I guess we should have found out his favorite drink and drunk that. But this happened 2 hours ago, or well, a few more. But we.
I think that's good. It's recent news. I'll mention on Twitter. I like that. But then I like scotch cocktails. No?
I think I like it. It's very Scotch forward for me, and I like Scotch. I like Scotch and water.
Or would you rather just have a scotch and water and I'll drink that? Because we've also got the Balvenie over here. You could just have that on the rocks with a little water and I'll drink that.
I think I'll let you do that.
And then I'll be extra handsome.
I think
Fine, you don't
it's really super.
It's fine. I'm good.
There's just a lot.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, but it's really good.
Would you like to drink out of one of our fantastic vintage Eastern Airline glasses?
Sure,
Because they're the bomb.
I can do that.
All right, scotch and soda or scotch and water?
Water. I'm a
Little
water
water?
girl.
Okay. Little rocks?
This is Balvenie, which I have not had before. Little rocks.
Rocks.
Scotch on the rocks.
Well, I wish we had more of a camera with a wider. I didn't even put on an apron tonight. I'm so depressed.
I think we're just all walking around like, what the actual fuck is happening?
Just a splash, my dear?
Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm walking around. Literally, like, I get involved with a project and I'm like, wait a minute, what the actual fuck is happening? Okay, I'm going back to this thing now. Okay, wait. What the actual fuck is happening? Like, it happens throughout the course of the day, Like, I can get involved with, like, making the bed or doing, working or drawing or...
The problem is that nothing shocks or surprises us anymore. Whatever we have for dinner, for dessert, can we split that cookie in half so that I can eat you?
Yes, I'll let you. They did a really nice job in the hair. Anyway. Because I know, it's very close cut. In fact, this is exactly... Wow, that's good, by the way, people. Look at it. They had
Actually,
that's just the right amount of hair.
That's copyright infringement. Guys, are you drinking something? Tell us that you're drinking something too, because I don't know that there's anything really left to do.
I'm hungry.
I come home. Okay, so I have an idea.
So the reason this started being Spanish was because...
We were gonna
do frittata, but then you had...
we were gonna do
a good idea.
paella.
Oh, paella.
We started with a paella conversation. It was like,
Paella.
yes, we'll make paella. And then I was like, well, I have a lot of leftover eggs because I did a live demo thing here last week for
Involving eggs.
long story that involved some eggs. And then I started looking in the refrigerator and thought, no, we could actually invent something so shocking and new that it will take the world by a storm.
And so trashy.
And as trashy
And delicious.
as fucking a propane tank.
We're like a trash fire right now. We're a dumpster fire as a country, so yeah, so be careful with that. But we are a dumpster fire, so let's do dumpster.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Somebody just asked about the flowers.
Oh, the flowers. No, I am so sorry. Here.
That's okay.
No, I was caught up in other things.
I just saw it somewhere.
I think this is one of your best. Would you please talk over what's in there? Because some of that looks like amaranth. Is that amaranth?
There's some more amaranth and some scotch broom and some chrysanthemums. I don't
what's
know
that?
what that is. It's like a scotch broomy thing.
And that's a chrysanthemum?
Yeah, because it's fall. But this is loco, like I said, loco colors for loco times.
Well, I think you're wonderful at this. And I like the fact that every Tuesday I get to come home and see last week's dead flowers laying over the balcony. In fact, hold on.
They still have them?
Well, hold on.
I forgot to
I
get them.
got a flashlight that I think, hold on.
I dump them over the balcony.
I've got this
I forgot.
gigantic.
Because I'm usually running in after a
Flash.
full day
Oh,
doing flowers. Ooh.
so here. Go ahead, talk. You.
No.
Yeah, there they are. They're the dead flowers. Don't pay attention to those plants. They're the dead flowers.
There they are.
They are. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
This is a very powerful flashlight. I shouldn't probably be shining that into people's windows. Else they're gonna get really, really angry at me. So, your dead flowers are better than most people's live flowers, sweetheart. So anyway, so here's the thing. I'm going to show you what we're going to cook this week. And this has not been done before, as far as I know, ever by anybody anywhere.
Never been attempted.
It's never been attempted.
All right.
So, okay, so here's what we need. Let's see, we don't need that. We're going to need, excuse me, Topo Chico, not sponsored by Topo Chico or Dolan Vermouth, just alcohol. Okay, here, hold on. Mustard. Okay, so here's a bunch of eggs. That looks like there used to be something else in there, but that's a bunch of shell eggs left over. Sorry, I shouldn't be handing that to you like you're my assistant. Left over from a demo that I did. Here is some Petcard dog food.
Yep.
So we're going to be using.
Talk about white.
We're not. No.
Trashy.
I told you we was going to be trashy. No. We're going to need some butter. This is some butter.
Just hand it to me.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Butter. Let's see. We're going to need. I have here some cheddar cheese. What?
The eggs look scary.
Do they look scary to you?
I don't know, but you're a better judge.
I think what happened is that I dumped them in a container with had milk in them. I think they're fine. Here's some feta cheese. I think that's enough feta. Hold on. We've got.
Yeah, it can be. It's possible to be too heavy.
It's possible to what? Hey guys, look what it is. It's the kimchi. But we're not going to use that tonight. We're not going to use the kimchi. What we are going to, we're going to need just a little, oh yeah, here. Oh, okay, that's closed. We need some milk. And we need, hold on, guys, stay with me, guys. Don't leave me. We need, all right, here's some, this is cooked macaroni, cooked elbow macaroni, and we need some spinach, and that's some bagged spinach. So, do we need any other vegetation? Because grapes.
No grapes.
Grapes?
No, we
Grape?
can't say the word grape.
Scabs. Grape? No?
In fact, no, and no.
No.
And nobody knows.
Actually, we have 2 containers of grapes and a giant carrot. We're not going to cook that tonight. And so we have 2 different cheeses.
What's this? Oregano.
You want to chop some of that and put in there? All right. Okay, fine. That's a little less trashy, though. I mean, we don't have any kale. We have spinach. Kale can...
We have frozen kale.
We've got fresh spinach. Look how nice
I
that's...
know. I didn't
We
bring
don't...
it up.
Look at that. It's
I didn't bring it up.
spectacular. And it's been properly stored,
Got it.
which is nice. So, spinach, oregano, a watermelon, one fortune cookie, which we'll read later on. I think that should be a new tradition. Some cooked elbow macaroni, half a pound, a little bit of milk, sharp cheddar cheese. Well, it says mac and cheese all over this damn thing for my demo. Some butter, which we probably won't use, and a bunch of eggs. I don't know how many eggs that is. You know, it's impossible to tell. You don't like that?
No, it's no.
Scabs doesn't mind it. All right, so what we're going to make, and these words, as far as I know, have never been uttered in the English language. We're going to make a spinach macaroni and cheese frittata.
Why bother with a frittata? Why don't we just do spinach, macaroni, and cheese?
Because it'll take...
We already have the mac and cheese cooked.
Well,
Or casserole. That's what a frittata is.
we don't have time
really.
for...
Okay.
Okay, no, it's an
Well,
omelet.
how long is it?
It's not going to take any longer than...
Okay.
Don't reject my ideas. It hurts my feelings.
You just had me well, I can't, me and mac and cheese. I can only have a little bit, but frittata.
Then we'll leave it. You want to leave out the macaroni?
No.
We'll leave out the macaroni.
No.
America's sick
No,
and
bad
tired
things
of
will
elbow
happen.
macaroni anyway.
No, let's do
You
it.
don't want the macaroni, do you?
I'm not rejecting your ideas. No, let's do it. I like it.
You don't. You've already made it very, very clear that you don't like
I
it.
do.
I have a 8-inch, 10-inch, whatever this is, black steel pan. Shit, that hurt. We don't have to do this.
No, let's do it.
We can just say goodnight right now and sign off.
No, let's do it. I'm hungry. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But you won't eat this because there's
I will
gluten
eat
in the
it.
macaroni.
I'll eat it. I will eat it. You will eat it.
I don't know. I don't know.
I won't eat as much
Will
as
you?
you will.
Will you? You what?
I won't eat as much as you.
Well, it's pretty obvious that you haven't eaten as much as I have, isn't it? What do you weigh? 98, 99?
No, I weigh 121 pounds. How many stone is that?
I don't know how many stone that is. I have
had
no
the conversation
patience.
the other
I
night.
have no patience for stone. So what I'm going to do, what we're going to do, is we're going to wilt. We're going to wilt.
Already wilted.
You're not wilt. Why are you saying you're wilted?
I feel wilted.
Why do you feel wilted?
Why do we all feel wilted right
Well,
now?
we do, but I have the broiler on,
I know.
which is how you would finish a frittata. So we're going to start this over low heat. That's looking at my belly, not at. That's the pan.
Okay.
That's my stomach, and this is all loose and it's gotten all cattywampus. I can hear the poof of the. Hold on. Well, that's not a shot of anything, but again, my belly. Here, I'm just going to try to. We've never really worked out this. You want to be the camera person?
I can attempt.
And
as usual.
then you just hit that button to look at us.
I know.
And then
The good people know that I know how to do that. But there's a problem when I talk, they'll be able to hear me, and
but now I'm doing the cooking and you're not.
It's okay.
People like it better when you cook.
No, but I'm not doing that. Here, Dutch angle for everyone. It gets the whole shot.
I'm just going to tear up some spinach. I
need
don't
my
like the big
glasses so that I
stems.
can read the little
What?
comments as they go by.
You can read, yeah, definitely.
Catty
Maybe
Elvis.
questions for you.
14, yes, 14 pounds is a stone. That's correct.
Ask Elizabeth questions, because she's much better at that.
Kiss the Elton. Add spam. Oh, that would have been. Yeah.
We don't have any
We don't
spam.
have any spam. Dutch oven. They love your shirt. What brand is it?
Well, it's interesting
want
you
to
mentioned
know.
that. I have 5 of these, which I wore during the Good Eats Reloaded episodes last year. It was actually a special collaboration between Carhartt and J. Crew, and they don't make them anymore.
There we go. Drunk angle.
Drunk angle?
That's what they're calling it.
It's not a drunk. It's very Batman. So here,
it's really
I have
useful.
the spinach.
Thank
Do you want
you.
even more spinach? Because we have them.
So I weigh 8.43 stone. Thank you.
I'm not talking about what I weigh.
Okay. Oh, a Dutch baby. We have talked about doing a
We
breakfast.
should do a Dutch baby. We totally should do a Dutch baby. But we don't have, I don't think we have any flour. Because
No, we won't. Not
keep-
this week, but we should do it another week. We could do a breakfast show.
Wouldn't it be great if we come in here with an actual mewling little child and say, here's the little Van Helsing baby, and then we toss it into the pan. There's your
It's
Dutch
very
baby.
Halloweeny. We should do a
We would
breakfast
cook
from the
its
lake.
hollow little weenie too. Oh, that's not much. It's hollow.
We can't do it. I was gonna say we should do a breakfast thing from the lake, but we don't have a way of doing a Dutch baby because we don't really have an oven. Do you think that?
We could totally do a Dutch
You think
baby.
it in the toaster oven?
Or we could
Yes,
grill it.
gooey oil is good all over body oil. Yeah, see, breakfast show. We
But we
did.
don't actually represent gooey oil. I don't know
I
how I
know.
feel about this oregano.
Okay, well then don't put it in. Yes, cook baby's weenie. He did just say that.
I didn't say we were going to cook a baby. I said this little Halloween. She said
Halloweeny.
Halloween, and I thought she said Halloween.
Halloweeny.
I'm sorry.
I got it. Yes, with jet skis. Weenie hot mouth. Halloweeny hot mouth. Oh, I like it.
So-
That's good.
I'm going to add some
This
milk.
is Brenner. Totally is Brenner. That's why I was wearing my
Whole milk to this.
house coat.
Your house coat is spectacular.
I'm in my house coat.
Can
This
I hold the...
This is Mary Mecco. It's a they're like
So-
using old it's a little strange fabric. House coat for Brenner.
Spin.
It's not
Span.
like that, I'm just saying. That's why.
I think it's
It's all I
magnificent.
can manage these
I think it's
days.
wonderful.
These
Medium
days, thank
high
you.
heat. I'm getting a bunch of butter here. I'm not
Bunch
gonna
of
leave it.
butter.
I'm not going to leave it.
Lisa Lazarus. Is that Lisa Lazarus? Lisa Lazarus?
Who? What's Elisa Lazarus?
It's a woman from high school.
Who's
Is that
high
you,
school?
Lisa? Mine.
Oh, yours. Okay, because I don't know Elisa Lazarus.
Okay, so Alton is got the butter. That's a lot of butter, as you said.
You don't like that sound.
I do
I
not
have
like
no
that sound.
idea how many eggs were...
Can we speak up, please? See, I'm trying to not speak up. Is anyone else having a hard time hearing us?
No, it's all good.
If I speak, why the macaroni? Because he can put macaroni in
Because we
anything. He'd
have
be
it.
happy because we have
We're
it.
living in desperate times, people. We have to use what we have.
See?
You know, we have to use scotch in our
Pre-cooked.
Campari.
Focus. Is that focus the camera? I can't help
focus
that.
me.
Focus, Alton. Snap, snap. Okay. Fried macaroni. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the watermelon you're dubious about, we live in the South. So it is probably the last, well, it is the last watermelon of the season, but Aperol. So Aperol recipes, I think an Aperol watermelon juice is quite yummy. I used to do that all summer, which is
You
nice.
did do that all summer.
Yeah.
Sometimes at breakfast.
Depends on what time breakfast was. Buttered noodles. All right, so
What
you're.
are you showing them?
I'm just. They're watching the spinach cook. But here, we're gonna watch you make a drink instead.
I'm just chilling mine back down. I despise hot cocktails. Unless,
Hot cocktail.
I had some
Hot
fun.
cocktail. Yes, we are all super sad about Eddie Van Halen. I'm not going to. He died of throat cancer, which has gotten one of several ways. One of them is smoking many packs of cigarettes a day. So pan brand. What I forget what kind of brand. What that pan is.
This is a Lodge black steel or carbon
Lodge.
steel pan. And I'm going to go with even more spinach if I have it. We have this pan in 8 inches and 10 inches. It's one of my favorites.
Yes, I mean you get one of my mom, and it's like her favorite thing, and she hung it on her wall. And
It's,
wanna
it's
use
my
it.
favorite for a lot of jobs. It's lighter than a cast iron.
I thought Lodge was sort of more like Griswold. I mean,
Yeah, well, this is Lodge.
right.
No. We have,
So
this
what?
is Lodge.
Why? Yeah.
Cast iron and carbon steel.
Carbon steel.
Which oddly enough has less carbon in it than regular cast iron.
And then the Dutch oven brand is that's not Staub.
That's a
What
Le
is it?
Creuset.
Le Creuset. And we
although I
decided
prefer
we like
Staub.
Staub. I like Staub better. So I feel like I'm yelling into the. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold it a little further away so I'm not over it. Long
have the
Island
boiler
iced
on.
tea.
What?
I don't think of Long Island iced tea as an actual beverage. It's just like
An excuse.
shit show of
Yeah.
alcohol thrown into a glass.
I'm not a fan of the
restaurant in Chicago. It's not opened yet. It's on Navy Pier, and actually, you'll never see it on my website because kind of did it as a favor for someone, and let's just say it's not representative of me necessarily. But it's called, I don't even know what it's called. Quite frankly, I have no idea what the name of this restaurant is. I will let you know once they name it, actually. That's, I'm not yelling. Sorry, I'm trying to not yell.
Okay, I'm gonna let that warm through.
Fast cooking.
I'm gonna stir in some of the feta and save the cheddar. This is gonna be one of the trashiest. The only thing I could do to make this trashier is
Well,
to
you
put
already
a bunch
ruined
of
that with the
salt-
spinach.
What?
Like spinach, but automatically spinach is not trashy.
What? Why am I having to bend it over to?
Because I'm Dutch Angling.
I could put saltines on top of this, and that would make it trashy. And I could deglaze with Mountain Dew.
I would rather you not did that. I would not. Flip phone. I know we go through this all over the time, every time we go
Oh, do
through
you what?
this. They're giving us tips on like the microphone or not the microphone. You have to understand that iPhone 11 does great photos.
Guys, just
Yeah,
roll
just-
with it.
yeah.
Would you?
We're okay.
Look at the world.
Watch the world.
Everything's in fuego, so don't get onto us for our freaking camera.
Okay, did you hear that? Was that loud enough? I'm not close talking or talk. I'm trying to hold the camera away. But the way this microphone works is that it picks up the person closest. Okay, okay.
I was gonna get scabs.
No, it's hot. Have we not learned our lesson about getting
I
scabs?
learned my lesson. Eggs. I have no idea how many eggs are here.
Lots.
Well, I'm not gonna put it all in there.
Don't change a thing for me. Yeah, see, people deal with it. Add pimento. Ooh, pimento.
We don't have any.
That was a
We know what
reference.
they mean. We know what they mean.
I know
They
what
want
they
us
mean.
to add the nutmeg. And where's my nutmeg?
Pimento. Where's?
They're raw.
Well, it's gotta be one in there. There you go.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Where's the grater?
The rasp,
I never.
maybe? It's probably over there. Is everyone else having just general?
I'm okay now.
That's aggro, kind of. Actually, that's just
I'm
aggravated.
raging. I'm just.
He's raging. That's what
Against
you
the
did.
machine.
That's what you did last night. I mean, last week after the debate, he was just literally raging around. No, he doesn't need a shot of it. Exactly, in excess. I'm standing here on the ground, the sky above. Okay.
So I'm gonna stir this.
Yes, free floating anxiety. Do we not all have this? I think we need to have. What was that? Where they?
We all just need to have a big hug or something.
Oh, it was like Men in Black, where they had the white light that they like over the whole city.
Right here. Put on
Yeah.
our sunglasses.
And then at the end of Men in Black 2, they had it over this whole city.
Well, I wanna
Right?
put it
That's
over
what we
the entire
need. We
world.
need like a, the whole world would be good as well. I don't know how any of us, the neuralizer, that's it. The flashy thing. The flashy thing. We do need a big doobie.
I'd just be happy to have a noisy cricket.
The noisy cricket. Yeah, I thought that was a really funny movie
Okay.
for some reason. I know you
There's
didn't.
what? What do you mean you know I didn't?
You were
We have
dissing.
never had a conversation.
You were
on Men
dissing
in
about Men in Black 2.
Black. What? When did I?
I don't
diss Men in
know,
Black?
but I think it's really funny. Maybe it's the second one. It's the
Well,
second one.
sucked.
No, with Rosario Dawson. I liked that one. Calm down, Elton.
Are you telling me, or did somebody?
No,
say
somebody
that?
else
All right,
says this.
this is all going under the boiler now.
Under the broiler. Do. Okay. So, to recap, that was the cheese. That was the
I'm tired of you
cheese.
standing over there, like people. Where's your beverage? Do you want more scotch? No. Most of our cast iron is Griswold, antique Griswold, but we do have Lodge and Lodge Black.
I feel
Iron,
like I should be
Black
ice
Steel.
skating right now.
I didn't decide on the.
Oh, it's Arctic Radio.
We listened to Arctic.
I just,
Outpost
a
Radio.
lot of my,
Oh,
something got our attention. What? Here's Franny. Oh, we do have a pin that we're gonna. Okay. Did I show you the picture of the pin we're gonna do with Franny?
Yeah, we did a pin of Scabigail, and we're doing one of Franny, only the one of Scabigail looks just like Scabigail, and the one of Franny doesn't look anything like Franny.
No, it got better. Carol showed.
We're not on this show to sell things, but we do give a bunch of the money to Humane Society. Oh, that's actually better. Hold on. We've always said that he looked like a little soldier. He also, in that picture, looks a little bit like a badger. What is that white thing right in the middle of his nose? Does he have that?
Oh, I don't know. No, he doesn't.
Anyway. So we'll be selling more.
It'd be like the pin version of Franny.
Okay, so we'll
What do
sell
you
the
guys
pin.
think? Do you like it?
We've always said he was like a soldier. He looks like George Washington there, which I kind of like. So that'll be great.
Okay.
Several people said great illustration. So our poor white trash frittata is in the oven. I don't feel like I have anything to say this week because we said there were things that we weren't going to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? Oh my God, the type is so small. Make the white more tan. They want you to make the white on the pen more tan. Somebody does.
Okay.
He looks like Mr. Peanut Butter. He doesn't have a monocle. Although if any of our dogs rocked a monocle, it would most
be
definitely. Scabs would rock a.
Tutu and his pure. No.
I was thinking butt plug, but is it going too far?
Yeah.
They don't make those even for dogs, I guess. Scabs, what do you think? Well, it would help her to on longer trips.
I know, sweets.
You always look like I'm going to beat you. I've never hit one of our dogs. I would never ever do that.
Or even two of them.
What?
You don't hit one of our dogs, or two of them.
I would never hit a dog.
I know.
I like dogs more than I like people.
I know.
A lot more than I like people.
Yeah.
I would adopt all the dogs.
Dogs are president. How could you have a president that doesn't have a dog?
Oh my God, we weren't going to talk about How can you have a president that doesn't have a
That's
dog?
not really politics. That's just. Is this the only president that doesn't have a dog? Is this the only president that's not had a dog?
It is the only president in 30 years who hasn't had a dog. There's been quite a bit of talk on
30
Twitter
years,
about this.
So
Here, can you
who
hold this for just a
didn't?
second?
who was it that didn't? Some people don't like dogs. You're absolutely right. I know. I
What?
understand. Some people don't like dogs.
Who doesn't like dogs?
Someone pointed out that not everyone likes dogs. He has his staff. Ah. Poor
Has
guy.
what?
Socks the cat. That was it.
Who had Socks the cat?
The Clintons.
They had a dog too, though. They had a dog.
They had a dog.
Absolutely. Clintons had a dog.
Okay. Got it.
I think it was named Benghazi or something like that. Was it Benghazi? Was Benghazi the dog? That's the Clintons' dog, right?
That's really funny.
I feel like I just don't have anything.
How's the chocolate party? We are having a party, but it's actually for the staff.
We are having a screening tomorrow night.
Someone said check the pan.
Okay. I freaking know how to cook.
Well, we've seen you get distracted sometimes.
What? Even my
130
mistakes
years.
taste better- What?
She said 130 years, not 30 years. Oh, Socks was Chelsea.
Come
Clinton
on,
did
close
have
to that
both.
shit right there. Check out that poor white trash stuff. Huh?
I don't know that poor white trash is like a.
It's fine. I come from poor white trash. I'm from a long line of poor white trash.
Someone's asking favorite sneakers. I like my Etis.
I have something stuck to my foot. What the fuck is this? What is
It's
this?
the flower thing. Flower plastic.
I've been walking around with that thing on my foot. They want to know about your favorite sneakers?
I don't know. Just said probably not.
I wear
Converse.
freaking Converse Chucks, man. That's what I wear.
And Ons.
Mine are.
Everyone wears Ons.
You know what? But Ons aren't nearly as comfortable. I don't know where my Chucks went. Oh, there they are. No socks, by the way. You never do this show in shoes.
No, I don't.
My feet, your feet. Oh well.
These were-
So we're gonna let that cool down for a second. I feel like this shows. Because I don't know what to say anymore. We invite these people into our house, and
There are no movies to talk about because
there are no fucking movie.
there are no fucking movies. I don't understand the decision to. I can't believe that they can't make the money by having people
Pay-per-view.
pay-per-view movies.
I would pay to finally be able to see No Time to Die. I would pay good money to see
And then you'd look
French
back,
Dispatch.
And then when theaters open, then you re-release it in the theater. And and people will see it twice, right? They would see it.
And now they're moving Dune.
That's what I think.
For till next. I'm being pawed by Franny, who's our local film critic. So there aren't going to be any movies. Regal Cinemas closes. My own live tour, however, I thought I was going to be touring in the spring. We're not. And by the way, Elizabeth's going to be playing bass on the tour. But we're planning a mega tour for fall of next year. And tickets are going to be going on sale, I think, in December of this year. We're going to play a mega tour next year.
So 12 months from now.
Basically 12 months from now. Yeah. Because there's this bug going around.
What bug?
Although apparently, if you go to...
Don't let it determine your life, though. Don't let it dominate your life. Don't let it dominate.
Don't talk politics. Don't talk politics. Where were we? Movies. So there's nothing to watch because nobody wants to release any movies.
But TV.
We don't get to watch Dune.
So
we
started watching... Well, we started rewatching The Nick.
We started rewatching The Nick, which I
love.
I had dissed heavily in the early days because I didn't like the fact that Steven Soderbergh decided to use his synthesizer soundtrack, even though I adore Clive Owen.
I had a point.
But you did have a point about that. Tell them your point about the... We're making small talk now.
But not everybody wants to watch The Nick.
Why? It's great bloodletting.
They should have. Yeah, it is gory. I mean, not in like a horror movie kind of way, except real life is scarier than... Early medicine was not...
Well, at least they had...
early medicine
had ether and stuff then. I mean, they could put people under.
Yeah. If you haven't watched The Nick, I recommend
The Nick is pretty terrific, and they deal with some very, very modern issues. That actually looks...
It's still bubbling.
Pretty fucking great.
It's still bubbling. Yeah. Wow, that was genius what you just did there. That's like a hot dip.
Well, we did a hot dip last week, sweetheart.
Okay, but that's kind of what that, I mean...
Well, we're going to dip into it shortly here. I'm just letting it cool down a little bit. Because I have Winnie Hot Mouth. Is that what you're going to say? Anyway, so we started watching The Nick.
And then the one, I've already forgotten the name with the Ethan Hawke thing.
The Lovebird, the John Brown thing, which is really interesting.
Really interesting. We need some suggestions. So here's the thing. We can't talk about movies. We can't talk about politics because... and it's gone beyond politics, by the way, sorry.
So I have a suggestion.
What?
So I've been extremely nostalgic.
Sports. There are no sports.
Fuck sports.
I'm just saying.
I'm just not a sports fan. I'm not. I'm like you. I will watch Grand Slam tennis, and outside of that, I'm just not interested. But hockey's pretty good. I've been very nostalgic for TV from the 70s lately. And Elizabeth and I had this conversation, which I thought was actually a really great conversation that we had about what are the great sitcoms. And you were saying that you felt like you had missed a huge number, which apparently was because of the restrictive viewing situation in your home, because your parents were responsible.
Yeah, but I'm grateful for that now in a way, because left more space for other things. But you like my roots, by the way? I'm
so Elizabeth, she's owning the roots because she hasn't been to the hair place since February. Oh, would you turn off the boiler? So we've been going over what we felt were the best sitcoms of all time, and oddly enough, I'm older than Elizabeth, and I was also raised in a TV family. When I was born in California, my dad worked in television, and we had people over all the time who were in TV or wrote TV. But I think we've come to the conclusion, and you guys of a certain age will be able to either vouch or debate this.
We decided
MASH and the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Yeah, which are the two I was allowed to watch.
As the best, even though MASH was an outlier because of the fact that they used a canned.
Well, you said, they didn't, something about them not having a laugh track, and I said, well, that's because they were on location.
They were, obviously,
on location. They didn't have live, they were on location. And we thought, and I never looked it up, was it the first sitcom?
I don't know that it was the first sitcom that was shot 100% on location. I don't know that. Runner-up for you? Okay, so...
Mary Tyler Moore.
What?
Mary Tyler Moore.
So you would say Mary Tyler Moore, and then after Mary, I was a huge fan and continue to think that the original Dick Van Dyke Show was a stupendous achievement in comedy. But I also have to really give it up for the groundbreaking Good Times in the 70s, because when you were a white kid in the 70s, that was a glimpse into inner city.
True
Like
inner city book.
I remember being,
Dynamite.
this like lame ass white kid listening to Richard Pryor records and watching Good Times and listening to jazz, because it was like a glimpse into an entirely another world. So it was, Kid Dynamite. It was Jimmy Walker. And then I also got to call out Barney Miller as being
Well, you know what was
very
interesting
awesome.
in the 70s, and again, I don't even know if there's sitcoms on. That is true. I
All
really
in the
don't know.
Family. We talked about All in the Family.
Yeah, but here's the 70s. Everyone was, except for Jeffersons, moved on up.
Well,
but
but the
everyone
Jeffersons
else,
did come out of All in the Family.
I know,
So
but everyone
and so did
else
Maude.
was middle class, blue collar,
Blue
middle
collar.
class.
So your argument was that Maude came out of All in the Family. I think that's
may be
right, but
wrong.
I don't remember that. So many of those Norman Lear comedies ran together. Do you guys remember? I know that we know the Jeffersons came out of All in the Family. Did Maude come out of All in the Family?
I thought Maude was a neighbor.
So-
Are we right about that?
Maude-
Was Maude a neighbor on All in the Family?
So Maude, her daughter, which was played by Adrienne Barbeau, who had a son named Philip, and the ex-husband that lived next door was Arthur, but that wasn't the husband, and I can't remember his name. And then, of course, we've got Alice and the other women-centric Alice and One Day at a Time with Valerie Bertinelli. But those weren't as groundbreaking as All in the Family itself was.
Well, again, I think, I don't know for sure, but
Do you guys-
it seems like we went from
Arthur was the husband. So who was the other? Oh my God, his name's right on the tip of my tongue. The actor's name is right on the tip of my tongue. Arthur, mustache, husband, heavy Queen's accent, and then Conrad.
All right,
Shit.
I don't know. You're gonna
Well,
be-
you could Google it.
I'm going to. I'm trying to find out which is the.
Who was the other guy on Maude? Conrad Bain. Thank you. Bingo. Conrad Bain. Thank you very much. Maude was a really good show. And then, of course, Mary Tyler Moore spun off Rhoda, Carlton, Your Doorman, and Lou Grant, which we talked about the fact that Lou Grant, it was the only case where a dramatic show spun off of a comedy. I don't know another instance where that happened.
Okay, well, I'm trying.
Then we went into talking about the entire Cheers universe, which of course gave us Frasier, which I adored. And this is during the 90s, and I hated Friends. I still hate Friends. I hate every Friends episode. And guess what? Can I say something that's going to get us in trouble?
Sure.
Fucking hated Seinfeld.
Nothing happened in Seinfeld. It was a show about
Seinfeld-
nothing happening.
Well, yeah, but they were able to convince most of America that a show about nothing was worth watching. I never liked it.
But life is-
Seinfeld
every day in
and
life is about
Friends,
nothing.
I never liked, but Frasier I did like because of Eddie the dog.
But
Do you want to eat that? You're hungry.
I'm hungry.
No, go ahead. I want you
I'm
to
gonna
finish
get
your thought.
plates.
No, wait.
No,
Stay here.
but
Finish your
most
thought
people-
because
No, a lot of those shows in the 70s were.
no, it's important.
But they were.
This
They
is
were
the kind of
about.
conversation we would have at a dinner party if these people are actually at our house for a dinner party. We'd be talking about
They
this
were
stuff, 'cause
mostly
it's important.
almost all blue collar stuff, except MASH, Winchester. The doctors maybe weren't. They weren't.
And is that because they use stemware for their martinis? I'm
They
serious.
brought it. Well, no, but they went to. Charles Emerson Winchester was from Blue Blood Boston,
So-
and the other one was from Maine. But it was reflecting what a lot of people in America were experiencing, where I felt like at a certain point in the 80s, sitcoms and other TV shows stopped reflecting
Oh my God.
the normal
Three's Company?
experience.
What a utter piece of shit. I can't think of any. And then Conrad Bain, of course, did Different Strokes, which I also didn't like. Remember? What you talking about, Willis? Remember? Gary Coleman?
I didn't
That was
see
Conrad Bain as well, who had been in Maude.
Fresh Prince. Anyway, we went from sort of-
Fresh Prince, that's
We went
different.
from, I'm just saying, we went from what I feel like is the more known This really smells great, actually. I smell the nutmeg. A lot of nutmeg going on there. And there's spinach in here, so you don't have to do a salad, right?
Right.
But there's spinach.
Because there's spinach actually. Ouch.
That's for you.
This is mine?
Mhm.
Okay,
Winnie
thank
hot
you.
hands.
I don't have Winnie hot hands. I'm a professional. What are you looking at? Go back to Hump and Puff. HR, huffing,
Oh.
humping, puff. What you do when we could make this is the thing. HR, humping puff, which really leads into Hufflepuff.
That's not Hufflepuff.
Would you have been a Hufflepuff?
No, I think you told me that I
We all
don't
know
what
our
I would've
house. We all know our house.
been. I don't know what I would have been. You said you would have been
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. 100% Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Gryffindor is too fucking goody for me. And I'm not vicious enough to be Slytherin and self-serving enough. No, I'm definitely a Ravenclaw.
I don't know what I would have been. I don't really have a house.
You don't have a house? Shall we get the sorting hat?
All right, what do you guys think?
What do you think? What do you think Elizabeth would have been, guys? I want to know what you think. What house would Elizabeth? Ravenclaw. They're saying Ravenclaw. She reminds me of Luna Lovegood. So wasn't Luna a Hufflepuff though? Oh yeah, Bob Newhart. A whole nother thing by itself. But Hufflepuff, Lost in Space, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. I love the way these things come
I
out.
would've been a Hufflepuff?
You're getting a lot of Hufflepuffs.
Why would I have been a Hufflepuff?
Okay, tell her why she would have been a Hufflepuff. She's helpful. She's blonde. How is it?
I'm eating it. It's really good.
Well, you're very hungry. I want to know what you actually think of it. Because no one's ever made this before.
I think
Florida. Oh my freaking God. I forgot that Florida worked for Maude. So that means that Good Times was also a spinoff of All in the Family. Because Florida worked for Maude.
Yes.
I forgot that.
I think I kind of knew that. Yeah.
I didn't. Everything's coming together now. It's all connected. Luna was Ravenclaw? Oh shit. I'm sorry. I thought that Luna was Hufflepuff. I'm so
why
sorry.
do you guys think I'm Hufflepuff?
So,
Who's
all right, people are
Hufflepuff?
saying you're Gryffindor. I think you're Gryffindor, personally, and I think I'm Ravenclaw, and I think that Franny is Gryffindor, and I think Scabs is Slytherin. Scabs is totally like, goddamn right, I'm Slytherin. But she looks Hufflepuff, but she's actually totally Slytherin. I can see that happening. You like Alton's watch? Okay, I'm finally going to talk about the watch. So this is a re-release of the Accutron space watch. It has electromagnetic motors in it.
Accutron space watch sounds like you would have sent away for it. Or you did send away for it, but you would have sent away for it with using.
So the
Serial
Accutron
watches.
Space Watch 2020 limited
Accutron
edition
Space
has
Watch.
electrostatic motors that drive the movement. Electrostatic motors, and I shouldn't have to say anything else. The one weird thing is this: every now and then the second hand has to quits, and you have to do your.
Can you describe, which makes you look even crazier than normal? What does electrostatic mean?
Well, basically, an electrostatic motor means that it has rotors, but they have opposing. What?
I'm eating. And you're not eating.
Well, I'm not eating because I'm talking about electrostatic motors and watches. So the guys at Accutron figured out how to make these electrostatic motors, which use a bunch of magnets around a rotor to generate static electricity, and that static electricity is converted into the energy that makes the watch actually go. And I think that it's pretty freaking amazing. Anyway, they only made 250 of these, so.
Accutron.
Accutron, a long history. Bulova originally owned Accutron and made what was called the Space Watch, which actually ran on a dry cell battery. And now they were sold over to Citizen Watches that actually decided to invest in making this new movement. So I'm going to come over. I'm going to finally have a bite of food. Here you go. I want to continue the conversation about sitcoms because I find this very interesting. I forgot that Florida, you didn't eat it all.
I know, but because of the gluten.
That's good shit. Holy moly, that's good.
Well, it's very.
That's better than baked mac. That is a hybrid
He just
of
invented
baked
something
macaroni
new.
and cheese, Spanish feta. I scared the dog. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
The excitement gets to be overwhelming for Franny sometimes.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. I'm gonna write this down.
It is really good. He slapped himself.
I'm gonna write this down, Elizabeth. You know, you might try that sometime with one of your recipes.
You know what you did?
Yes,
You had a cheesegasm.
because I'm a professional.
Cheese.
People would really like your recipes, but you refuse to write them down.
Oh my God. How many times do we have this conversation?
What?
Cross-testing. Who's going to cross-test this one?
What?
Who's going to cross-test this, motherfucker?
I will.
Oh, you can get sorted at Pottermore. Okay, I'm going to go do that.
You guys
British
agree that I
Cumberland.
would be a Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw. Anyone? Ravenclaw?
Definitely not Gryffindor.
Yeah. Oh, wish you were here.
And I don't think I'm dark enough to be a Slytherin.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell? Yeah, that's actually a harder song to play than you might think. I looked it up. Yes, I agree. Wish you were here. I did. I looked it up, but I basically. What?
They want to look at. They would rather look at you.
I don't know. It was our empty kitchen.
Well, there's us.
Okay. There we are.
I thought we were going to do that Pretender song.
We are going to pretend or something.
Oh, you don't want me to tell?
No, it's okay. And I was practicing another song that you think is whiny, and I don't disagree. So, you know.
Well, it's not that it's.
No, anyway, we'll do it later. Northern Exposure, also really excellent. Yeah.
Doesn't
We could
count
go all
as a
night.
sitcom.
Why is it not a sitcom?
No.
Because it was an hour long.
It was hour long, multiple location based, no laugh track. No.
Twin
It
Peaks
doesn't
wasn't
count.
really a sitcom.
It's not a sitcom.
But people don't even WKRP. Someone likes to be.
What?
People love WKRP.
KRP? KRP is a real.
Lonnie
It's the real
Anderson.
thing.
All right, so you are liking your dinner. Wait, sorry. Here. Oh wait, but they're also looking at the surface of the sun.
What?
Okay, because of the.
So yes, this is very good.
So what do you like about? I thought it was really good too. But what do you like about it specifically? Okay, are people just naming every possible TV show ever made? Welcome back.
By the way, I never liked Welcome Back
Dreams you
Kotter.
all.
I never liked Hill Street Blues, which wasn't technically a sitcom, but felt like one.
Welcome back.
I never liked
welcome back,
Wings. I thought it was
welcome
shit.
back.
Cheers. Frasier.
Someone says Mannix. I mean,
Taxi.
obviously, we could
Mannix
we could
was-
have every TV show
Oh my
ever
God,
made.
that was a Quinn Martin production, like Barnaby Jones. That was a full on. So wait, no, we have.
There's the paw. There's the little paw. Do it again, Franny.
So here's the
What's
show
the
I want to bring
matter?
back. This is what brought this all.
Oh
up.
yes, Soap was really funny.
Soap was good. And what star got his start in Soap?
Tony Danza,
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal, Tony Danza. I don't know. Oh, that was Taxi.
And one later, Who's the Boss? I was a Taxi fan.
If you haven't figured out by now, ladies and gentlemen, you can pretty much wind Alton up on any subject and just watch him go. Hours. But we did have an interesting conversation the other night, so that was great. Yep, the nanny, all of these things. It's true.
No, I can't do the name.
Fran Drescher. I don't know how she got her. Anyway. I think we should all just sort of find old television. Was it TV Land? And just try to go
So
back to a
the
simpler
whole
time.
thing that I brought this up in. Come over here. I don't like when you're. Come over here. Please, come over here. So, my favorite show growing up was the Wednesday night and Sunday night NBC mystery movies. Now, a lot of you may not remember the Wednesday and Sunday mystery movies, but they gave us, it was an anthology series. They gave us Columbo,
Like I
McCloud,
said, wind him up and he'll go on for hours.
McMillan and Wife, which I adored, and we've talked about McMillan and Wife before.
'Cause you were-
Banachek, Heck Ramsey, and there were about 5 others. But Columbo became the most famous. McCloud was the Dennis Weaver Cowboy in New York thing was also, you remember that one? Anyway, I want to see a resurgence of that because I thought those were just the best shows. And Columbo, obviously.
Are they
was
still
really awesome.
making sitcoms as we know that? I mean, I feel I don't watch
Well,
TV. I don't know what's on regular
Most of,
television now, like network television. And
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, sitcoms are still being made. I just can't name one.
I don't know that they are.
America.
It's a sitcom.
America is a No, it's
It's
a reality show.
The point is, I just think we need to all go back to a simpler time. We've been, like I said, the other week, we've been watching a lot of old, like, TCM. Like, really, like 30s. Oh, my goodness.
It is so comforting to watch old movies. Anything up through the 70s, quite frankly. I mean, I never thought that, French Connection was comforting until, recently. The Exorcist, oh my God, that's like a warm fucking hug. Right? I'm sorry.
Rosemary's Baby. But,
Rosemary's Baby is kind of complex. Anything with, that's got some complicated people in it.
It does.
John Cassavetes is in there, Mia Farrow's in there, and you knew that Woody was just right across the park the whole time.
So
So whose baby is that, really? Is it Satan's or Woody Allen's? I don't know. And by the way, wasn't she married to Frank Sinatra at the time? That's weird enough all in and of itself. If the Manson family had been in New York, it would have been a much more interesting movie, but they wouldn't have been able to get a cab.
So maybe we should have a film, an AV.
You would do an AV club kind of thing?
Yeah, we could like watch old movies.
Oh my God. So like
Could
one
watch
night
them.
we could turn on TCM and just decide to
Watch
go live
whatever's
during
on.
season.
Like
We watch
last
a lot
night
of
was
TCM.
The General was on,
The General was on.
and I have to say, Buster Keaton, I'm conflicted. He was
Oh shit, I'm
he
sorry.
was very funny,
But sad.
but very very sad. At the
And
same
funny
time.
sad used to be a thing. Because most of Charlie Chaplin was funny sad. You guys remember? Xanadu. That's funny. Carol Burnett is wait. Carol Burnett is on
talked about
Amazon.
that too.
Carol Burnett is on Amazon. So the
Yeah.
finest variety show ever made. I will never forget her coming down the stairs with those curtains on with a curtain rod and watching Harvey Korman try not to lose his shit. It was one of the finest moments on TV ever. And she held it. She held it the whole time. When she came down and the curtain rod, oh my God. But you've got to know Gone with the Wind, a movie I've never liked.
So we could do an AV club where we just like set up the camera
God.
and we could just like watch a movie with you guys. What do you think of that?
That would be really wonderful. Franny, are you for that?
So we know that not everyone, in fact, nobody hardly is in quote unquote quarantine. Some people keep asking, why are you in quarantine? Well, obviously we're out working. We're still
we did-
wearing masks.
Whoa!
I am going to say that we're wearing masks because that's not
We
a
do wear
political
masks.
statement.
No, that's not political. That's simply saving
Common
your
decency.
own life and common
And also
decency.
intelligence.
I just came off of 40 days of producing Good Eats, and guess what? We wore masks. All of us wore masks, and when I had to take my mask off in order to do shots, everybody in the room put on a face shield on top of the mask, because guess what? That's how you have to do that. And we made it through 40 days of principal photography, and we only lost a couple of people who did not get COVID on set, but had loved ones test positive, and so they went into quarantine. But we made it through 40 days.
It's actually really surprising how few people did. So that would be kind of fun on AV, especially since we're going into the fall. Hi.
We could watch just movies about paranoia.
Narcissism.
I vote for 3 Days of the Condor, which is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Well, I'm kind of serious. We're making something like we're going into winter, right? And we were all sort of formally will be able to hang out with our people out in our lawns or our parks or whatever. What are you thinking? But now, what is that face about? You're making a face.
I don't know. I had some gas. I had a gas pocket. I just keep going. I wasn't thinking anything.
A very definite face. Why don't?
I didn't mean to.
But would it be? I think it would be kind of cool to have like an audio. You clearly like to wax on about movies, etc.
As long as it's not about waxing the dolphin. Oh my God, the stuff that people said about after the whole wax the dolphin thing, and I didn't know what it meant. And now I know what it means.
George Carlin, I thought you were a huge fan. Anyway, I think it'd be fun to watch movies that maybe not everyone would watch. I mean,
We could have a film festival.
Have a film
We could have a film festival.
Right.
Holy shit, that's a fantastic idea.
Right.
It is against every copyright law known to man, but we could totally do it. We could like
Right.
tell people what we're gonna watch.
yeah, what movie? And then make a drink that goes with it, or
and we make a
whatever.
drink that goes with it. Oh
Hang out
shit,
and
that's a
watch movies together,
fantastic
and then you
idea.
could, you know,
We could do Buckaroo
Go on.
Banzai. Adventures in the Intervention.
Soylent Green, and we could eat green Jello or whatever it is.
Scabigail.
Don't say that. It's terrible.
No, we could totally do a film festival.
Well, I'm just thinking, we're going back into winter. Summer and spring and all that, like people were able to get out, especially summer, and be out, but now people are gonna have to go back inside. So now, you know, we need ways to entertain ourselves, and since there are no new movies to go to because the theaters
No
are
new
closing,
movies, so we'll just watch old movies.
revisit old movies. And I'm sure you'll have lots to say.
Oh my god, there's so much to say.
You'll have a lot to say.
We could do like Kubrick night and Hitchcock
What do you
night.
guys think? Ooh, Flash Gordon. Yes.
Buckaroo Banzai. See, they want Buckaroo Banzai.
Lynch movies.
No matter where you go, there you are.
Office. Yeah.
Oh, David Lynch. So if we did just one David Lynch movie, what would it be? Just one.
Probably Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet. I gotta go Blue Velvet.
I mean, I do like Mulholland Drive.
What?
I do like Mulholland Drive, but that's a bit racy. That's a little racy.
I like Mulholland Drive too. And Eraserhead's interminable.
Oh, Franny's on Puff.
Oh my God. This just shows how screwed up life is. A complete reversal. Scabs.
We're in the
Puff.
upside down.
Sorry, we're in the upside down. So Stranger Things going back into production here in Georgia
Yeah, we know that because people work on it.
because we have people that work on that.
Yeah.
But I think your idea of a film festival is a really good one. How would we group it? Would we do films that are seasonal, or would we do like your favorites, my favorites? Like my top five, your top five? What would we do? I don't know. I don't even know what your top five favorite movies are.
Because I don't make lists. That's why.
We're both huge Chinatown
Chinatown
fans.
Supper. Okay, they don't need to hear this again. So, I think the film festival thing, as we go back in, because people are a little bit like, what the hell now? Now that we're still under quarantine-ish, we're gonna go back into quarantine. So let's do movies, and maybe I think a breakfast show from the lake.
Well, we should do a breakfast show for sure. So I think that there are some people that simply don't want to come out of quarantine because they prefer quarantine. I may actually prefer quarantine.
Like,
I don't
really
miss anything.
except going to New York, but you barely.
I miss going to New
quarantined.
York.
You
I
get
don't miss
surrounded
going to
by
restaurants.
30
I don't miss bars. I can drink here. I don't know that.
Yeah, the restaurant thing is tough.
I don't know that I'm.
Only because my business.
Well, it is your business, but I don't know that I mind.
I know.
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what we're
terrible.
gonna do. We're gonna do. We don't know when. We'll announce it, obviously.
If you guys want to do suggestions for a film festival for films that you'd like to watch with us while we give commentary,
And when it would be. Probably not on a.
We
Tuesday
probably
night.
have
It'd
to-
be like on a
Yeah.
afternoon or a.
we'd have to do that as a
What day of the
special
week?
thing.
I think it would be a weekend. We also did the question and answer thing. We
I
didn't
don't
do
know
it
if you
last
guys know
week.
that. We did that 2 weeks ago.
2 weekends ago.
Yeah, we did a Q&A.
And that was a Saturday, and I think that's a good time to do it.
It was a
Saturday
Saturday.
afternoon, evening.
But the film festival, we could do
I think a weekday day.
weekday day. We have to work on weekday days.
I mean, sorry, weekend day.
Weekend day. We could do that.
Okay, well, that's a thought.
From bed.
From bed.
How about we do film festival from bed?
Okay.
And we'll all do it together, and everybody has to be in bed. And we'll
big
we'll host
love-in.
live. We'll host live from bed. I mean, we won't like full on John and Yoko it, because I prefer pajamas. But
Oh my
we
God,
could
you can't
totally.
sleep without
I can't
pajamas.
sleep without pajamas. It's one of the few
National
really
tragedy.
bizarre foibles about me, which is
One
that
of the few. There's so few. But that's one of them,
I
for sure.
I can't.
No.
I
all night
can't
long.
stand
I
sleeping-
have pajamas on.
I will sleep in my pants rather than not sleep in
And
pajamas.
you'll announce the fact that you don't have pajamas on over and over again throughout the course of the
I
night.
don't have on any pajamas,
Yeah,
and it really freaks me out.
yeah. All right.
So we'll do a Kubrick night.
More information
We'll,
that you
we'll
need.
choose like one Kubrick film though.
Okay, you know what? We will let you know.
Got to work on this. This is very.
You need a new project, and now you've got it.
I have projects, but anyway. So we're gonna go because it's 9:15, and we have to clean up our white trash mess. Please, if you want more of this kind of abuse, our app appearance tomorrow night at.
I don't know what time it is. You haven't told me.
I don't know what
It's probably
time it is
7.
either. I don't know what time it is.
Okay, well, he'll let you know. It'll be on
We're
his
on the Food Network
various
app
platforms.
sometime tomorrow night, and then Thursday night. If you want to
House
tune
of
in
Chocolate.
to the best Good Eats episode of all time,
I
tune
recommend.
in.
This is gonna go up there in the annals of. This is really good. It really is.
Annals, not anals. Good night.